How are you, George? Been on a trip, Dr. Laurent?
Yes, a convention in Montreal. Oh, thank you. Is that all?
Yes, that's all for today.
Well, I listened to 15 speeches, and I learned only one thing. There is nothing a man likes as much as the sound of his own voice.
I know that's a fact.
Of course, those conventions serve another purpose. They give doctors with wives at home the chance to have a little drink.
Well, not you, Doctor. You got the prettiest wife in town.
Cora? Cora? Cora?
Good afternoon, sister.
Good afternoon. Thanks. Oh, nurse.
Yes,
The Gauthier boy just called for you.
our hero.
Oh, here's the letter for Dr. Pearson.
Oh, it's you, Marie.
Are you here again?
Now, is that a friendly way to greet your sister?
The fact that we're sisters doesn't necessarily mean that we're friends. Has Paul returned from Montreal?
You back today?
Then he may expect you to be home.
After being married for 6 years, I don't have to be reminded of my duties as a wife.
All right, Cora, we are sisters. I'm going to speak my mind frankly. You're married to a good man. Paul's respected here as a person and as a doctor. I think you should be very careful not to do anything that might harm him.
You're trying to warn me about something. What is it?
You can't chase after younger men in a town this size without starting gossip. Especially when the man is as well known as Dr. Pearson.
I won't even answer that.
I hope you can answer it to your confessor.
Don't be such a hypocrite. You've never forgiven me because of Paul. Well, not my fault that he preferred to marry me. You may still be after him for all I know.
Don't judge me by yourself.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Laurent.
Good afternoon, Doctor.
What can I do for you?
Here you call, Doctor. It's about our Audubon Club. We meet at my house every other Tuesday night. Right now we're studying bird life on the Gaspé Peninsula. The smaller birds. And I wondered if you'd care to join us.
That's very kind of you, Mrs. Laurent, but I'm not very much interested in birds. Large or small.
This one is urgent, Doctor. They called twice.
Oh, it's mostly just a way of getting together socially. And I thought perhaps that since you are a comparative newcomer here, that you might be lonely. Sometime.
I appreciate that, but my practice keeps me pretty busy. Actually, I haven't enough time for myself. You will understand.
Of course. I forget you're seeing people all day. I mean, as a doctor. I hope you didn't mind my suggesting it.
Not at all.
Good day, Doctor.
Good day.
You must come over soon, Marie, and see Paul.
Yes, Cora.
7 patients. Better hurry.
And Denise, your landlord's daughter, called too. She has a cold.
I'll stop to see her later when I go home.
Oh, doctor, here's a letter for you.
Good game, Rochelle.
Good evening, Doctor.
What's wrong with your sister?
You're the doctor, Doctor. Come in.
Good evening.
Good evening. Don't open the window. I've got a cold.
Can't stand that perfume. Now, what seems to be the trouble?
I ache all over and I have no energy.
Now, come now, be more specific. Where do you ache?
Up my back. Toward the left.
Sit up.
There.
Take that jacket off. Just the jacket. Here?
Yes.
What about here?
Yes, there too.
Say 33.
33.
Don't shout.
33. 33. 33.
All right, lie down, please. Have you got a handkerchief?
Isn't my nightgown enough?
Why are you holding your breath?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Breathe deeply, please. Now breathe normally.
Well, what do you want? Mrs. Laurent's here to see Dr. Pearson.
In a few minutes.
Yes, Doctor. Wait outside. Yes. Is that all?
Yes?
Well, what's wrong with me?
You know better than I.
I don't know what you mean.
I think you do.
Please don't be mysterious.
All right, I'll tell you. You're not sick and you don't need a doctor.
Why,
Now, come, Denise, don't pretend. If you just want a man to visit you, why don't you call one of your friends?
Some doctors are also men.
That's true, but they're foolish if they mix business with pleasure. I'll send your father the bill at the end of the month.
You have no heart.
I'm sure you have enough for both of us.
Dr. Pearson, please forgive me, but I have to talk to you.
Certainly.
I know I sounded silly at the hospital today, but I couldn't say what I really came to tell you.
Because of your sister?
Yes, because of Marie.
Sit down, Mrs. Leroy.
Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. I don't know what to do.
Do about what?
A letter I received. So awful. Couldn't make up my mind whether to show it to you. Since it concerns you. Read it. You got one too.
Evidently the same printing. Same red ink. Mrs. Laurent, I am watching you and Dr. Pearson stop before it's too late. No signature. Something that looks like an old-fashioned quill. Dr. Pearson, before I tell Dr. Laurent about you and Cora, I give you this chance to leave town.
Why us? Why should anybody pick us?
I don't know.
Dr. Pearson, you haven't talked about me to anyone in a personal way that could have been misinterpreted.
No, I don't understand. What do you mean?
It's difficult to say, and I hope you won't think I'm being immodest. But you know how people gossip in a small town, just to have something to talk about. So when I got the letter, it struck me that you might have made some remark about me. Innocently, of course, and someone may have picked it up.
You're a beautiful young woman, Mrs. Laurent. That's quite obvious to anyone who looks at you. But I'm certain I've had no occasion to mention it.
I'm sorry.
I'll drive you home.
That's awfully nice of you. But I don't think you'd better, under the circumstances.
Well, perhaps you're right. I wouldn't worry too much about this, Mrs. Laurent. It's probably just a foolish joke, and the best thing we can do is to put it out of our minds.
Thank you, Doctor. I hope you're right. I've taken so much of your time. Please forgive me.
That's all right.
What you said before about my being beautiful, well, that's one of the nicest things that's ever been told me.
Do you want something?
We don't like to complain, but Jean-Louis tells me his coffee was cold for breakfast this morning.
Well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Gauthier, I didn't make the coffee.
Enfin, do you realize what Jean-Louis and all the other fine boys have gone through? Fighting for us? Sacrificing themselves for us?
I'll speak to the cook, Mrs. Gauthier.
Please do, or I'll speak to Dr. Pearson.
As you wish.
I'll go to Dr. Pearson. No, I'll go to the chief doctor, I will. Ingratitude. Serving cold coffee to a war hero. Tu veux que je te rase la nuque?
Oui, s'il te plaît, maman.
Bon, alors penche-toi. Oh là là, quand est-ce qu'on pourra se raser tranquillement à la maison? Allez, penche-toi bien surtout, hein?
Attention, elle ne me coupe pas.
Oh, je t'ai jamais encore coupé, voyons. Là, bouge pas, monsieur. Là, ça va très bien comme ça.
Hello, Rochelle.
Morning, Doctor.
2 3-cent stamps, please.
Want to know how my sister's feeling this morning?
No.
Morning, Pearson.
Oh, I didn't know you were back.
An old husband mustn't leave his young wife alone too long. Remember all the trouble the virtuous Penelope had, fighting off suitors while her husband was away in the Trojan Wars.
I'd say 10 years was a long time to leave any wife.
Sometimes a lot can happen in 10 days.
Your wife told you about the letter she received.
Yes, we make a practice of telling each other everything. Besides, I received a similar letter myself.
You did?
Yes. With additional details. It implies that you took advantage of my absence.
This is no longer a joke.
Frankly, I never thought it was. Oh, I don't mean that for a second. I took the accusation seriously. At the same time, we can't just dismiss it. You see, when I was a young man, I spent part of my internship in a hospital for mental diseases. And while I don't claim to be an expert, I know enough about psychopathic behavior to be certain that a person who spreads such poison is sick and therefore dangerous. Will you give me a lift to the hospital?
Of course.
And if my diagnosis is correct, it could be almost anybody in this town. Could even be you, Doctor.
Why should I make trouble for myself?
Well, don't you know? That's a symptom of the psychopath. He acts against his own interest. Oh, it might be Chevalier there. Bonjour, Chevalier. Comment va?
Très bien, je vous remercie, docteur. Et vous-même? Good morning, Dr. Pearson.
Good morning. Have you sent any anonymous letters lately?
What? What is that? Oh, always up to some joke, our good Dr. Laurent.
By your own theory, it may very well be you.
You're right. Never thought of that. You might very well be right.
I think we should simply disregard the letters. Whoever's sending them will stop when he finds there's no reaction.
Well, perhaps. But it's my experience that a thing like this always gets worse before it gets better.
Dr. Pearson, Jean-Louis Gaultier insists on seeing you.
All right, I'm coming. What seems to be the trouble, Jean-Louis?
They keep things away from me.
Who does?
He means me.
I'll handle this. What's being kept from you?
I don't know.
You're imagining things, Jean-Louis. The operation was successful and you're getting well.
I don't get enough rest.
Why not?
Last night I was just going to sleep when she woke me up.
It was time for his medicine.
If he's asleep, forget his medicine.
But you said every 4 hours.
I also said not to disturb him when he's asleep.
I didn't remember that.
Please remember that in future. You have a good sleep tonight, Jean-Louis. You'll feel better tomorrow.
Yes, Pearson.
Maybe you or Dr. Laurent should take a look at Gaultier. The boy's beginning to show signs of paranoia.
Pearson? Jean-Louis is the hero of this town. What would people think if it got out that one of our doctors says he's crazy?
I didn't say he was crazy. I just said someone ought to keep an eye on him.
I'll speak to Laurent, but I think it's nonsense.
If you think so.
Higgins, we've got to do something about your friend Pearson.
Is that one of those scarlet pen letters, eh?
How did you know?
Oh, everybody knows about them.
This one is very disturbing. Dr. Illier, if you don't want the hospital to become involved in a scandal, you will do well to get rid of Pearson immediately. You see?
I don't see anything except the hand of a crackpot.
I expected you to defend Pearson as you're one of his few friends. Besides, you're mentioned, too. As to Higgins, ask him about the cutback he received from the hospital contracts last January.
Well, go ahead, ask me.
Now, I'm not accusing you of anything, but where there's a lot of smoke, there's a little fire.
Yes? Then let me read you this.
You got one, too?
Yes. The first paragraph is the usual stuff about Pearson and his morals, but the second one's about you. And the chief doctor who keeps this man on his staff is indiscreet in other ways. He should not see your daughter alone in his office. She is underage.
I hope you don't believe this. To say such a thing about me, a married man with 5 children.
As you say, where there's a lot of smoke.
Higgins, you may be right. We'll pay no attention to this fiend. We'll simply tear up the letters.
Both of them?
Yes, both of them.
All right.
Doctor,
Yes?
Denise is really sick.
That's too bad.
If you don't believe me, look for yourself. I've been cupping her to draw out the infection. But I'm sure she'd much rather have you do it.
Evil nonsense.
Have you something better to offer?
Do you want to spend all your life in bed?
I have a headache.
And why didn't you have Rochelle put those cups on your head? It'd have looked even funnier.
You're a beast.
No, I think you've actually managed to catch that cold. You're to be congratulated. If I were your father, I'd give you a spanking.
You have no sympathy. I can't understand how you ever got to be a doctor.
The same way you got to be a patient, by working at it. I'll write a prescription and send Rochelle down to Chevrier to get it filled. Unless you'd rather hold on to that headache.
I hope whoever's sending those letters keeps it up until they run you out of town.
How do you know about those letters?
My sister works at the post office, remember?
Well, as far as running me out of town is concerned, I wouldn't be too hopeful about that.
Ah, Doctor, I hope you'll excuse the liberty. Rochelle let me in. She told me you were treating her sister, and I didn't wish to interrupt such an agreeable duty.
Will you have a chair?
A marvelous collection. But why this preoccupation with time? Isn't life brief enough? Besides, these must be very expensive to accumulate. Unless, of course, one has a private income. This, for instance.
If you don't mind. It's an old Dutch make and very delicate.
Oh, yes. And so is my mission tonight. You see, the hospital authorities have asked me to investigate, informally, of course, the matter of the poison pen letters, which, unfortunately, are causing quite a serious situation.
So you begin by investigating the principal victim.
Is that illogical? If you'd been murdered, certainly the first thing would be to examine your body. Since this attack happens to be directed against your character, it becomes my reluctant duty to invade your privacy.
Sending these letters is a crime. Why aren't the police handling it?
Two good reasons. First, the hospital is not anxious for that type of publicity. Second, knowing the police, they would probably make even more blunders than I would.
Well, what have you learned so far?
About you?
About the letters.
That most people suspect my sister-in-law, Mary, because it is known she disapproves of my wife and that she is not too fond of you.
Do you think she's guilty?
Once she and I were engaged to be married, so I know Mary very well. I believe she's innocent, but that may not help her.
What do you mean?
My friend, in times of hysteria, the accusation in itself is enough to establish guilt. And now, in regard to you, some idiots, who don't try to guess who, we've got lots of them, decided to make certain inquiries about you in London. The information came back that you were a leading gynecologist with a large practice, and that 2 years ago you gave it all up and suddenly dropped out of sight. Is that true?
Yes, that's true.
Well, since this is a somewhat unusual circumstance, do you care to explain? For the sake of these idiots I just mentioned.
No, I don't.
I don't want to press you, Doctor, but we've had some explanations that you may care to deny.
I've no interest in them one way or another.
Well, takes a long time to build up a practice. A fine practice. Then to go off and leave it. But I'm sure you must have had a good reason. I hope you didn't mind my coming.
Not at all. I suppose I ought to thank you.
No, don't exaggerate. Good night, Doctor.
Good night. I've written out the prescription. You'll have Rochelle go down to Chevrier and... Why are you standing there? Why don't you go back to bed? You won't be satisfied till you catch pneumonia. Perhaps this is just another one of your tricks. Come on, now do as I say and get back to bed.
Don't stand there staring at me. You're a doctor. You've seen lame people before.
I just didn't know.
When I wear my shoes, no one can tell. What's the difference? Other men find me attractive. All but you. With your hateful coldness and superior airs. Like someone standing in judgment.
I'm sorry, Denise. Really sorry.
Let me go. Let me go.
I half suspected it.
Let me go, please.
But first, I'll send you over to the police.
Or what are you talking about?
You know very well what I'm talking about.
Don't be silly. I found the letter downstairs.
Where?
In the mailbox. Where else? I was just trying to deliver it to you without waking you up.
This letter hasn't gone through the mail.
Someone must have put it in the box during the night.
Did you see anyone?
Do you think I stay up all night watching?
I don't know how late you stay up.
Well, last night, I went to bed right after you went in to see Denise. The second time. Goodbye, Doctor.
Non, monsieur, vous ne chantez pas comme d'habitude.
Depuis quand?
Ici, monsieur, il y a un si, vous faites un do.
Ah, non, c'est toujours
tout le monde, pardon, j'ai une oreille et j'entends, vous faites un do, monsieur,
si,
puis
j'ai l'habitude.
et depuis, vous êtes un temps en arrière.
Depuis quand?
Reprenez votre place, monsieur.
Are you looking for me? I got one too. I'm frightened. I must see you alone.
That wouldn't be wise.
Please stay. I'm sure it's Marie.
Your sister.
Yes. That day I came to your office. She said there was something between us. Just like the letters.
That doesn't prove anything.
Please be careful for my sake. Don't tell what I told you.
All right.
Pearson, good evening. Somehow I never suspected you of being a churchgoer. Unless, of course, you hope to meet someone here.
Not your wife, if that's what you're implying.
I should have known it was our friend. He wants to divide all of us against each other. And here I fell right into his trap. I thought you would choose this of all places for a rendezvous. Especially when my wife knows I always speak her up here after choir rehearsals. Forgive me, Doctor.
I don't blame you.
Thank you. I suppose there is no use asking whether you found any clues.
Everyone's beginning to look guilty. Everyone and no one.
Yes, my dear. But I wonder if I'm early enough.
Dr. Pearson. Dr. Pearson. I want to ask a favor of you.
Well?
I wish you wouldn't mention to anyone that you saw me in church tonight. Yeah, I left the hospital without permission. This is my night on duty.
Why did you leave?
I went to confession.
Are you sure that's all you want to tell me, Marie?
Yes. That's all.
Come in.
I just wanted to say good night, darling.
Good night.
Lonely?
No, I'm not.
I don't believe it. You have these clocks for the same reason that other lonely people have cats. Wind them and take care of them, but they'll never love you. Not one of them.
You're trying to prove something, aren't you?
I know you better than you know yourself.
If it pleases you to think so.
You didn't talk that way to me last night.
Wouldn't it be best if we both forgot last night?
I saw you and Cora Laurent at the church. Is that why we must forget?
Don't be ridiculous.
It's not so ridiculous. After all, there may be some truth in those letters.
All right. If you want to believe that maniac.
What am I to believe? Something's changed you. Please tell me, darling.
I haven't changed. I've got my own reasons for not wanting to become involved. With you or anyone else.
I suppose I should be grateful for small favors. That you had a human moment. Perhaps it was pity. Or maybe you felt nothing at all. Maybe there's no feeling in you. Maybe...
Dr. Pearson speaking. What? When did it happen? Yes, I'll come right over. Jean-Louis Gauthier, one of the patients at the hospital, received one of those letters. It said he had an incurable cancer. The boy cut his throat with a razor.
Fellow citizens, we have gathered here to pay our last respects to a young man whose courage and splendid character have been an inspiration to us all. Our hearts go out to Jean-Louis's devoted mother in her time of sorrow. Nor will we forget the cause of her grief, that assassin of character and now a murderer. For I say that he murdered this poor woman's son as surely as though he had driven this poison pen through the young man's heart. I will hold accountable any officials in the administration of the town or the hospital if I find they have been negligent or derelict in their duties to safeguard our community from this insidious monster. As your mayor, I am conscious of my great responsibility. I pledge to turn the scorching searchlight of public investigation on any who would shield this menace that walks in our midst. I warn you, no matter whose toes I step on, I intend to get to the bottom of this thing. First, I will investigate the death certificate. Why was the poor victim listed as temporarily insane? Was he really insane? Or was it done only to hush up the whole thing so that the church would then participate in his funeral? And you, my bright young man, where have you been hiding? This is your responsibility, isn't it?
I wanted to hold an investigation, sir, but
what? Why didn't you? What were you waiting for?
The hospital authorities refused to cooperate.
I deny my son's charge, Your Honor. We were proceeding in our own way.
And what way was that?
We put the investigation in the hands of Dr. Laurent here.
Since when is Dr. Laurent a police department?
Oh, I assure you, Mr. Mayor, I had no wish to become involved. At my time of life, a man learns to value his privacy. As you may remember, Cicero says...
Dr. Laurent, at the moment I am not interested in what Cicero says, but in what you have to say on the scarlet pen.
I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I have very little to say.
You mean you spent all this time on the case and accomplished nothing?
I have developed a theory. In studying the letters, I have detected a slight variation in their tone, which leads me to suspect there might be more than one author.
So now we have a flock of poison pen writers.
Perhaps only two. You see, there is a type of insanity known to students of abnormal behavior as folie à deux, which, as you know, means insanity of two. It occurs when an insane person somehow imposes his obsessed ideas on someone else, someone close to him.
You mean it's contagious?
It isn't so far off. An idea can be contagious. Well, in this case, the second person, usually the weaker of the two, accommodates the first, and they act as one.
Your Honor, in my opinion, this is a lot of nonsense. We all know there's one person everyone suspects. The sister of Dr. Laurent's wife, Mary Corbin. Yet the authorities at the hospital have done nothing about that.
I protest my son's insinuation that we were withholding evidence.
Her motives are clear. She's been on bad terms with all three of the principal victims. First with her own sister, second with Dr. Pearson, and finally with Jean-Louis Gauthier. Yet nothing was done until I took matters into my own hands. Your Honor, Mary Corbin is being held outside at my orders. I ask your permission to have her brought in.
Your Honor,
All
if
right.
I may...
Bring her in.
Miss Corbin, would you sit here, please? Miss Corbin, you've already admitted that you had numerous differences with the deceased, Jean-Louis Gauthier. That's true, isn't it?
He was a difficult patient.
The point is you quarreled.
But surely you don't think that I'd do such a terrible thing because I had some differences with Jean-Louis.
Please restrict yourself to answering my questions.
Sorry.
On the night the tragedy occurred, you were supposed to be on duty as the nurse in Jean-Louis' ward, weren't you?
Yes.
You knew he was depressed. You also knew he had a razor. But you left your post without permission, and you were away at the time he committed suicide.
It was wrong of me to leave without permission. I admit that.
Where did you go?
I told you I went to confession.
Why did you go at that particular time? You could have gone the next day. Why just the night when you were on duty?
I went because I received this letter.
Mary Corbin, if you go to church at 8 tonight, you will find that Pearson is meeting your sister. Dr. Pearson, what have you to say about this note?
Nothing.
Were you at church at 8 o'clock on the night of the suicide?
Yes, I was.
Was Miss Corbin there at the same time?
Yes, I saw her coming out of a confessional booth.
This is a somewhat embarrassing question, Doctor. Did you meet Mrs. Laurent?
Yes, I saw her there.
Seems to me, gentlemen, that things have gone far enough. I, too, was at church that night. I met Pearson, and we had a little chat. I can assure you he didn't go there to meet my wife.
Naturally, Dr. Laurent, we have the utmost confidence in Dr. Pearson and your wife. But with your sister-in-law, it's a different matter. I'm afraid I shall have to order her arrest.
But I didn't write those letters. You must believe me. I didn't do it. I had nothing to do with them.
You will book her on a charge of criminal libel.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes?
I know nothing about the law. I don't see how Miss Corbin can be charged with the crime when so far there's no proof.
No proof? You just heard some pretty convincing evidence.
It wasn't convincing to me.
I agree with Dr. Pearson. What about a letter Mary received?
She might have written the letter to herself to avoid suspicion.
That seems far-fetched and improbable. I don't believe it.
Gentlemen, you'll excuse me, but I don't care to debate the question with you any further. I've made up my mind.
Sergeant, you'll place Miss Corbin under arrest.
No.
She's to be kept in custody. There'll be no bail. And she's to have no pen and paper.
I'll only be a few minutes.
I don't mind waiting. Travel with the doctor and see the country.
Hello, Mrs. Burdett.
Oh, Dr. Pearson.
How's Juliet?
Juliet? Oh, she's much better, Doctor. In fact, she went out. She's visiting some friends.
But yesterday she had quite a high fever.
Well, you know how children are. Down one day and up the next. I tried to reach you, but...
Could you come in for a... Pearson. How do you do?
I'm sorry, Dr. Pearson. Juliet's very fond of you, and we know you're a good doctor, but you can understand. All this talk...
Good day, Mrs. Burdett.
Got a light? Are you worried about Mrs. Fredette?
Not about Mrs. Burdett especially, but if this keeps up, Denise, I'll have to leave.
It won't keep up. The people here like you, and they know you're a fine doctor.
Repeat a lie often enough, it becomes the truth. No one's safe, but a doctor's more vulnerable than other people. Once the scandal starts in his private life, he's through.
Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Why did you give up your London practice? Come to a place like this?
See? You've heard rumors, too.
But I didn't believe them.
It had to do with my marriage. My wife is dead. We married very young without knowing much about each other. She probably never realized what it meant to be a doctor's wife. Especially a doctor who was busy and hardly ever at home. She got lonely, I suppose. Anyway, she fell in love, or thought she did. She left me and went to live with him for a time, and it broke up. She asked me to take her back. I couldn't forget what she did, and I guess I couldn't forgive it. Anyway, I said no. She went away, and after a time, she called me on the telephone. She begged me to take her back and start again. I hung up on her. I'm not excusing myself any more than I'm excusing her. The next week, they brought her to the hospital. An overdose of sedatives. It was too late to save her.
That was a long time ago.
I went to pieces, I guess. I couldn't go on with my practice. I couldn't do anything. I just drifted from place to place. And then slowly I felt I wanted to work again. This seemed far enough away. I was just beginning to think I had a place here when these letters came along.
And Denise.
And Denise.
ever gets any mail since they locked Maria.
Everyone but you has the sense to be thankful.
Here you are, my dear.
Thank you.
Nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. My brothers and sisters, we gather together this morning with a special sense of thankfulness for our deliverance from the evil which had come upon us like the plague of olden times, casting its shadow over all of us, separating father from son, neighbor from neighbor. Yet, not without God's lesson, for it caused each of us to pause and examine our own hearts for the secret sin which we would hide even from our confessor and from ourselves. So our Lord, in his infinite mercy, has purified us and at the same time removed from our midst the miserable author of these letters. Now our hearts, delivered from fear, must go to him and thank him.
Mary Corbin and I are two different persons. I shall continue cleansing the town until finally it is purged of Pearson. Then the usual signature.
He doesn't even respect the church.
Apparently we made a mistake in regard to Mary Corbin.
Mistake indeed. You had no right to arrest her in the first place.
What is done. Should be released at once.
Oh, I see. You threw the poor woman into a cell, and now you let her out. That's very generous of you.
Well,
anyway, we're right back where we started.
Only this time we've got a little something to go on. This piece of paper fell down from the choir loft. Could have come from nowhere else. And there were only 18 people up there. The same 18 people who are here in front of me.
You can't accuse us like this.
It's silly. One of us would have seen it.
Yes. Some of you must have seen it.
Then we would tell you, wouldn't we?
Unless you're protecting the guilty one, yes.
Why should we want to protect the guilty one?
That's what I'm going to find out. You'll hear from me later. Monsieur le Maire, may I have a word with you? so, to determine which of the 18 people at this table is the author of these letters, we've decided on a test. Before we begin it, I give the guilty person one more chance to confess. All right, Dr. Laurent, would you explain?
The test is very simple. I shall dictate some of those poison pen letters. You will copy them on the sheets in front of you, in capitals. Now, we know, of course, that the guilty party will try to disguise his handwriting, but it's difficult to keep this up without lapses, and we can usually tell. Now, I join with Mr. Elier in urging whoever it is to spare himself and us the necessity of subjecting you to this test and to confess.
Yes, Chevalier?
I protested before, and I continue to protest against these humiliating suspicions.
So do I.
And I.
All right. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid the innocent will have to bear with us to help us find the guilty one. Please pick up your pens. Letter number 1. Mrs. Laurent. I am watching you and Pearson. And Pearson. Stop before it is too late. Others will suffer beside you.
Just finishing up, Doctor.
I didn't know you were working here, Mrs. Gautier.
Dr. Elier put me on. Now that my son's pension is stopped, I have to make a living. Besides, the way I figure, the killer isn't far from this hospital.
No? Why do you say that?
Jean-Louis was all I had in life. I've lost him. When you lose someone you love, it makes you think. I've thought a lot. And I got my suspicions.
Whom do you suspect?
I'm holding my tongue until I'm dead certain. Then you'll know soon enough. Here's the letter he sent to my son. Jean-Louis Gautier. Dr. Pearson, who is treating you, is as false to you as he is to the wife of his friend. He hasn't told you the truth. The truth is that you have cancer. The answer's long overdue. It's the one my son used. Heaven rest his soul.
Mrs. Gautier, don't you think you'd better let me keep it for you?
Don't worry, Doctor. I don't suspect you. Good night, Dr. Pearson.
Good night.
About you and Cora, I give you this chance to leave town. That's all for tonight. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your cooperation. Thank you. Shall we go to my office?
I'd rather study them first. Suppose we meet tomorrow. Huh?
I'll call you in the morning.
Good night.
Oh, Dr. Laurent,
Yes?
I think I know who's writing these letters.
Well,
Do you promise to protect me?
all right, Rochelle, tell me.
It's Robert Ellier.
What? Rochelle! You'd better go on home.
No, I'll wait for you.
Run along.
I'll be ready in a few minutes, my dear. I want a word with Dr. Pearson.
Oh, would you tell him I'm waiting for him, please?
Of course.
Denise, I've wanted to talk to you for a long time, but I kept putting it off because it's not altogether pleasant.
Yes?
If I tell you that I'm doing this for your own good, I know how silly that sounds when it concerns a man and two women.
What man? What are you trying to tell me?
I'm afraid I'm doing it badly, and you'll only get angry.
Please, Mrs. Laurent, just say what's on your mind, and I'll decide whether or not to get angry.
It's about Dr. Pearson. I can't stand by any longer, watching you getting deeper and deeper involved when there's no hope of... I don't know how to put it.
Well, you've gone this far. You'll have to finish.
He'll never marry you. Never in the world.
It's hardly any concern of yours.
But I thought you knew about us.
About you? You and Pearson?
Well, with all those letters, it isn't exactly a secret.
I don't believe you.
You must be very much in love with him. He's so blind.
You're lying. You're making all this up. Every bit of it.
I thought it over, and I decided I would be kinder to tell you to your face.
What about your husband? I suppose you've been kind to him, too.
As far as he knows, I'm a good wife. And I am, in a way. Much as he needs a wife.
The first is the Scarlet Plan. The second was written by Denise tonight. Although different pens were used in the test, the similarity is unmistakable.
This is absurd. It couldn't be Denise.
You can see with your own eyes.
The papers could have got mixed up.
Look, here is her name, Denise Turner. I was very careful to mark each one.
Well, I'll have a talk to her.
Pearson, I'm an old man, and I only want to be helpful. I thought if you planned to get married, you had a right to this information before I turned it over to that young idiot, Robert Ellier.
I have no intention of getting married.
Denise is not a vicious person. Even if she did it, there must be some explanation, some twist in her mind.
In that case, everything can be excused. No one can be held accountable for anything.
Forgive me, Doctor, but you are a little rigid, too ready to judge. You believe that people are either good or bad. Yet, good and evil can change places. Like light and shadow. How can we be sure where the one ends and the other begins? Or which side we are on at a given moment?
It's very simple. We can stop the light from swaying.
You see? Come in, Doctor.
Denise couldn't wait any longer. She asked me to tell you, Dr. Pearson.
Thank you.
You see, Doctor, the advantage of having a wife is much more constant.
What are you writing?
None of your business.
Give me that letter.
I will not.
Oh, yes, you will.
Get out of my room.
Not until I see what you're writing. That's no use, Denise. Hand it over.
No. Don't touch me. Let me go. Let me go.
There's again.
does this mean? What did Mrs. Laurent tell you?
As if you didn't know. Please go away and leave me alone.
I don't know, Denise. I haven't the slightest idea what this letter's about.
Are you going to deny that you're having an affair with her? That you meet her every time Laurent turns his back?
Did she tell you that?
Something you didn't count on, apparently.
When did she tell you?
Tonight.
Denise, you must believe me. It isn't true.
Then why on earth would she say such a thing? She'd have to be mad.
I haven't any idea unless she is mad. I'm going over there.
This time of night?
Yes, I've got to talk to Laurent. By the way, you were right to bite me. This time I deserved it.
Oh, come in, Doctor.
I wanted to see you for just a few minutes. I realize it's late.
Not at all. Cora and I are both night owls. Cora, I saw you from the window. She's making some coffee.
If you don't mind, I'd like to see you alone.
Oh, well, we can talk in my office. Please, do sit down. Well?
I've just had a talk with Denise, and I'm convinced she isn't the one who's writing these letters.
Surely you wouldn't expect her to admit it.
I'd know if she were lying.
Then you must know her very well. I must say I could not be that certain, even with my wife.
Since you put it that way, I'm inclined to agree with you. As far as your wife's concerned.
You're becoming very difficult to follow.
Earlier this evening, Mrs. Laurent made a statement to Denise that hasn't the slightest basis in fact. If it had, it's obvious I wouldn't be here telling it to you. Your wife said that she and I were having a love affair.
Cora said that?
Yes.
I know what you're thinking. If I could tell you how many sleepless nights I've spent dreading this moment. Sooner or later it had to come out. People who are mentally unbalanced, no matter how cleverly they cover their tracks for a time, finally do something like this which gives them away.
Then it is Mrs. Laurent.
At the beginning, when the letters first started, I thought of almost everyone else. Even of you, Doctor, if you remember. But my own wife.
If you'd rather not talk about it now.
No. It's better that I tell you everything. Sometimes it seems so incredible that I almost doubt my own sanity. One day, when I came home early from the hospital, I caught her writing these letters. She begged me not to tell. She promised never to do such a thing again. I believed her. Perhaps because I wanted to believe her so much. Also, she seemed to realize what a dreadful thing she'd done. For a few days, if you remember, the letters stopped. And they started again. I was beside myself. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't bring myself to expose her. And, yes, I even began to protect her.
Even to the extent that you were willing to let her sister go to jail.
Yes, even that.
And tonight you switched your wife's and Denise's letters, didn't you?
she would have been cleared later, like Marie.
You thought that clearing her later would have made it all right?
Here you go again, Pearson. Right or wrong. As though that matters when the person you love beyond anything else in the world might be taken away from you. A man my age has little left to live for. When he's fortunate enough to have as his wife a young and beautiful woman, treasures her more than a young man could possibly understand.
But as a doctor, you knew she needed treatment.
Yes, but in whose hands did she stand a better chance of being cured? A strange doctor in some institution, or a husband who loved and understood her?
Must have been apparent she wasn't improving under your care.
That's true. But I was praying for time. Time to find the key that would unlock her mind and free her from the terrible fixation that held her emotions in a vice. What I'm going to tell you now, I couldn't reveal even to my closest friend. So I trust that you'll regard it as a medical fact and keep it in the strictest confidence.
Of course.
The first year after I married Cora was the happiest in my life. Then, gradually, the difference in our ages began to tell. Cora was young, and to recapture my own youth was not in my power. So I wasn't too surprised when I found her casting glances on younger men. Yes, there were others before you, Doctor. But by the time you came, she was less able to control her actions.
Wait a minute. If that's true, the letters were working against her purpose. Their intention was to drive me out of town.
You know, for a long while, that puzzled me too. Soon I found out. The letters were her way of making contact with you. At the same time, she was unwilling to be unfaithful to me. You were a love object, but you were also a reminder of her own guilty feelings. You see, she had to prove to herself two contradictory things. That she could attract you, and that she could do without you. I don't have to tell you as a doctor that such a conflict can destroy the precarious balance of the human mind. My wife is a victim of circumstances she couldn't control. I failed her as a husband. Now I failed her as a doctor. I don't know which way to turn. And all I ask is that you do what you think is best for her.
Naturally, she'll have to be treated. I suggest you commit her immediately.
I can't put my name on her commitment papers.
Otherwise, they'll put her in jail, just as they did with Marie.
Can't do it. Will you do it for me? I know it's a great favor to ask, but...
All right. I'll go to the hospital and have them send a car. You can bring her things over later. We'll put her in a temporary room for observation till we can decide the best place for her.
Pearson, I'm a talkative old man, but at this moment I have no words to thank you.
That's not necessary. Good evening.
Good evening, Doctor.
Would you wait outside, nurse? I want to have a talk with Mrs. Laurent. Look at me, Cora. I'm your friend. I want you to trust me. Your husband told me all about the letters.
What did he tell you?
Well, that isn't important, Cora. I didn't believe very much of it.
He made me write the letters. At least in the beginning.
That's what I figured. But why did you do it?
I don't know. He said you never looked at me. Young men didn't like me. He told me I was beautiful, but I had ice water in my veins. He kept saying you're lucky to be married to me. No young man would stay with you. When we went to dances, he said men only asked me because I was his wife.
How long have you been married?
Nearly 6 years. I was 19 then.
And how did you first meet Dr. Lowe?
He was engaged to my sister. He dropped her, and then he began calling on me. Oh, he was furious. I think I married him out of spite.
You weren't in love with him?
How could I be? He was like my father. After a while, I couldn't bear for him to touch me. He began saying I was cold. Kept telling me that, repeating and repeating it. I used to cry myself to sleep at night. I was afraid he was right and that it was my fault and not his. I really didn't mean to do anything wrong. I didn't write that letter to Jean-Louis Gauthier. I didn't know about that one. Please believe me, I didn't.
How did it all start?
When you came to town, I wanted you to notice me. You hardly paid any attention. I was afraid to think too much about you. Because he was a doctor and could read my thoughts. That's what he said.
How did he find out?
I don't know. Marie, maybe. I don't know. He said the letters were the only way to get you out of my mind. And if I wrote about it and put my thoughts down on paper, it would be like purging myself. He was a fool. He just gave me an excuse to see you. I shouldn't say things like that to you, should I?
If I'm going to help you, you'll have to tell me everything.
You want to help me?
Yes.
Then I wrote some letters he didn't know about. The first one was to you, the time you came to the choir rehearsal, remember? You stood next to me in the dark church. You touched my hand when you let me read the letter. I knew it by heart, but I read it again because you brought it to me. And he came. He guessed I'd written it and said I must never do it again. I must only write the ones he dictated. Spoiled my whole beautiful evening.
But you did send other letters.
Yes. He couldn't stop me. I sent them to everyone I could think of. I wanted them all to know about us. You didn't mind, did you? You don't think I'm wicked?
I think you're sick and need someone to take good care of you.
I can't stay here. You'll find me.
No. He won't be allowed to come near you. I promise that. Once you're free of him, you'll soon be cured. Now I try and get some sleep.
You'll come to see me.
Yes, Cora. I'll come as often as I can.
You won't forget me?
No. I won't forget you. All right, nurse. Oh, nurse. I want no one admitted to Mrs. Laurent's room unless there's a doctor present. Absolutely no one. Is that clear?
Yes, Doctor.
Sister, would you please get me Robert Elliot on the phone, the Crown Prosecutor? Keep ringing till he wakes up. I'll be in my office.
Very well done.
dictation, please.
He must have been writing this when it happened.
There's no need to worry, Mrs. Fredette. I'll ask Chevrier to fill the prescription and send it here right away.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. You are wonderful to come back and forgive us after the way we behaved.
That's all right. Just keep Juliet in bed for another day or two. I'll look in again on Monday. Goodbye.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you.
How's the patient?
Fine. How are you?
Doing nicely, thank you.